Hey Maniacs, what follows is a pint-sized podcast that is a spoiler-free.
It's itty-bitty for Midsomer Murders.
It's a pre-listen for the new episode of season 23. Don't worry, you can listen to this before you watch. Actually, you should.
Spoiler-free.
On with the show. Hey, Maniacs!
Hey, Midsomer Maniac.
Welcome to another spoiler-free episode for season 23. This time, episode 3, A Grain of Truth.
This is mini episode 20. We've had 20 mini episodes.
Yeah. So you'll find no spoilers, no giveaways, nothing to ruin the episode. Listen to this to get some tips on how to watch like a maniac, then watch the episode.
Yes, exactly.
Before we dive in, thank everybody for all of your nice comments about our horrible singing on our holiday song.
Wow.
And man, I think the listeners got together, some kind of secret cabal, and said, "Oh, they want lyrics? Oh, we'll give them lyrics.
Oh yeah,
we'll give them lyrics that are tongue twisters that are impossible to sing."
Indeed.
But I think we pulled it off. Apparently.
First of all, thank you for anybody who even spent a second coming up with a lyric.
Yes,
for us.
Thank you.
That was a huge help. And then my wife has a lovely voice, and I managed to stumble through, I think, a bit better this year than I had previously, but
I think you did great.
But wow, it was 4 minutes long.
And 2 minutes was Barnaby. Yeah.
So Sarah did the graphics and I did the music, and we both recorded the vocals.
Yeah. So thanks everybody who pitched in. We really appreciate it.
It was fantastic.
We've also been contending with a burst pipe in our house, which some of you may have heard.
Wow. Nothing says Christmas Eve like exploding water pipes.
Like raining light fixtures in the den. That was awesome.
Yep. Now, a lot of people in the world have had a much tougher Christmas than us.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And we have each other, and that makes things so much nicer and easier. But
we sent the kids away to the grandparents' house for a couple of days and bought some gallons of water, and we've just been having an adventure.
It has been an adventure. Hi, neighbor. I have to shower.
Yes. I'm impressed with how quickly I adapt, because it's been 2 days and I'm already like a water miser all of a sudden.
I know.
There was water left in a glass that was about to be poured down a drain, and I'm like, no, put it in the toilet tank now. Don't waste that water. Somebody might need to flush later.
The children are going to come back and we're going to be like water fascists.
Yes. How dare you use more ice than you need?
Do you really need that water? Are you really dehydrated?
Yes. You've washed your hands enough. Stop it. But hopefully this will be remedied tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. And we'll have water back. And our kids can come home. And then we can have Christmas.
Yes.
Because we haven't even had Christmas yet.
We haven't had Christmas. I gave Sarah a present on the night the water pipes burst because
we
I thought
needed
she deserved a present.
And I gave you one.
Yes.
But as of right now, our tree has Christmas presents under it because we haven't done that yet.
And no water, thankfully. Oh, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
We could have had a real tree that went up in flames because it didn't have any water in it.
Or we could have said, hey, this year, let's put the tree in the den.
Yeah, that's true. And it would have rained on the Christmas presents. That would have been awful.
Wow.
Thank goodness.
Hey, I have an answer for some people, because one of the most common questions I get asked online is, when is the ITV episodes of season 22 going to finish? Because we're on season 23, and the poor folks in the UK.
Where the show is made.
Yes. Haven't
even finished season 22.
Yes.
That's cruel.
It is. It is. But For Death, Prepare You will be on air on Sunday, the 8th of January at 8 p.m. So they're going to have those last 2 episodes of season 22. I don't know if they're having more. Okay. I don't know.
That's all you know?
I don't know if they're going to have season 23 right after it. I have no idea. I know 1 episode, 1 day.
Well, it's something.
Yeah.
It still sucks though. They should be ahead of us.
They should be.
It's their show.
And that's the one with Midsomer Kurgan in it.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
But this week we get to do a spoiler-free episode, little mini teaser episode for episode 3 of season 23, which is A Grain of Truth.
Which dropped today.
It happens at a mill.
Yep.
And
which is always a bad thing. Like going back to season 1.
Don't try to rehabilitate a mill. Don't try to buy a mill. Don't try to live in a mill.
No.
It's just bad business. And we're in a village we've never been to, which is Lower Blissingham.
It's dark sassafras mills.
Yes. It's not Bliss in Blissingham.
No.
Especially Lower Blissingham.
No.
Which is probably at a higher altitude than higher Upper
Well, it's
Blissingham.
lower on the river.
Oh, yeah, that's right. On the dangerous river that runs into the mill.
God.
You know, in typical Midsomer style, we've got an entire village infatuated and focused on one thing. Baking, apparently.
Baking. Did I mention I'm an award-winning baker?
Right.
Here's an entire wall of the awards I've won.
There's a random guy on the street. I can bake. Here's my baguette. A lady in her garden. I've got hot cross buns. There's just bread everywhere.
There is a lot of bread and buns in this episode.
Oh, there's a lot of buns, all right.
Woohoo!
So here are a handful of ways that you can watch this episode like a maniac.
Like a maniac.
Pens ready to make your list. There are 6 ways to watch this like a maniac. 6 things you should look for.
Oh, we before we begin, we have to thank the people who answered our question on the last mini.
We have to thank the people who sent us the answer about the green thing at the fair, at the county fair last time. It turns out it's kind of like a pizza oven.
Yes. And there were people who said they had them.
Yeah, they look really cool.
Yeah.
And it makes perfect sense that that's what it is. Now that we know, that's why they would have one there. That makes it's like a little wood burning or propane powered oven.
So thank you for the people who wrote in about that. Now, we have some doozies, though, for this week.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready?
Yep.
Number 1. Watch like a maniac.
Watch like a maniac.
Who has a hidden headband?
Sarah said this person had a headband, and I was like, no. Oh, yeah, that person's got a headband on.
Yeah, and you hadn't noticed it.
Yep.
There's a character who has a hidden headband.
Yep.
Number 2, what is technically impossible about the Langton Mill live stream?
Yes, there is a live stream.
Mm-hmm. We know this because there's a little live camera signal symbol in the
They
corner.
didn't invite us.
No.
We weren't invited.
But there's something they do that's technically impossible, and you don't have to be a super nerd to get this.
No, you don't have to be a super nerd.
Number 3, what punny name leaves comments on the LinkedIn videos?
So this is a really kind of, at least the first 20 minutes are very internet heavy in terms of showing live videos and
comments on videos, and tweets and stuff.
Things
they don't
like
call
that.
them tweets, but yeah.
They don't call them tweets, but yeah.
So there's a punny name who leaves comments on the videos.
Yes. He is an excellent name.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, which of the victims in this episode's discovery is a mystery?
Yeah. So
we're not sure how they discover this victim.
We're not sure. We're not challenging the cause of death.
Nope.
Absolutely possible.
How did they find the victim? We don't know.
Yeah. We don't know about that.
That was number 4.
Yep.
Number 5, what popular show has a sneaky crossover with this episode?
Yes. A very popular show in both the UK and America.
Yep.
Has a sneaky crossover with this episode.
Yep. Look for that.
Yep.
And the last one, and I think the best one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
What U.S. charity has a clever connection to this episode and how?
Yep.
Gold stars to anybody who figures this out.
There is few things that truly surprise me in my life.
And this surprised you.
I was stunned by this. And then I showed Sarah and she said, I'm stunned by this. And then we did some more digging and it's even more stunning than you realize.
Yes. So it's what U.S. charity has a clever connection to this episode and how? Yeah. I challenge you, maniacs, to find it. And that is how to watch this episode like a maniac.
So it's called A Grain of Truth. It's season 23, episode 3 that was released today. We'll probably release this podcast tomorrow because, wow, I got to go to my friend's house to shower.
So this will come out the 27th then.
Yep.
And our full episode for this episode will be in January at some point.
In January. We got one more mini for this season. And that will be released on the 2nd of January.
And then we'll start doing full episodes on these.
Sorry, the 3rd of January.
Yeah.
And then we'll start doing full episodes on the 4 episodes of season 23. And the first one of those will drop on the 9th of January.
Sounds good. All right, Maniacs. Until then.
Bye, Maniacs.
Bye, Maniacs.